Welcome all to the supposed to be noon edition of the Iron Fire Ironworks 15U Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors second game of their home tournament versus Wayzata. Looks like they might get them going here a little bit early as they have about 25 seconds left of warm-ups. And then I suppose, I thought I heard Jerry say something about the national anthem, so maybe that's why they're going to be starting early, because Jerry's going to sing the national anthem. So there's a bunch of VFW vets here. This has something to do with that too, maybe. Since it is the first, not the first game of the tournament, first game of the 15U side of the tournament. 12s were playing this morning. I guess I never saw how our 12U girls did. I could look that up though. Back to schedule. Brainerd Little Falls. Hey, Brainerd Little Falls beat Minneapolis girls B2 Gray. A score of 2-6 or 6-2 in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls 12U this morning. That was at 9 a.m. bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I heard yesterday's game didn't go as planned for them, but I was told by a parent that they didn't play their greatest either. They lost 8-2 yesterday, but picked it up today for a victory. And they play again at 2:15. Yep, they are doing the national anthem. So Jerry's going to sing. Oh, there's Courtney. Technical difficulties. Oh no, here comes a VFW. Thank you, Brainerd VFW, for providing the color guard to start off the 15Us today. And as you can see, just as I'm about to say it, Kaisan Itivankam commented, good old sniper's den. The sniper's nest is where I'm at today on the Crow Wing Recycling side, which has terrible, terrible viewpoints and shaky camera work. But luckily tonight we are going to be playing in the Civic side, so we, for today, only have one game of not great camera work, I guess. And to be determined tomorrow if we're in the championship game or on the Civic side. If we are not, we are on the this side. So let's just win it out. We are currently second place because one of the teams, I can't even remember who, let's see, Roseville Montemita, who we played tonight, had a shutout, so they got an extra point for a shutout and a 1-0. So, but if it weren't for the extra point for the shutout, which I don't remember ever being a thing, we'd be in first with a goal differential. So, face-off taken right away by Dump Rope. Over to the far side. Dump Rope passes back to Tome. Tome passes cross ice over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc fanned on it. Sent back down into Wayzata's zone now. Now down on the near side. Dump Rope with it now. Sends it cross ice. Up to Lila Wheels Welch. Skates around one girl. Tries to put her on another one. Centering pass. Puck loose out front. Shot wide right of the net. Back behind the net now. Hogstead, who's had a hattie yesterday, sends it down over to the near side corner. Back up to Tome. Tome bump passes it over to Lila. Lila can't handle it down the near side. Hogstead going off in a line change. Dump Rope skating with it back in our zone. Sending it up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has it in the far side. Strong side, left side. Does a do-si-do. Tries to shake that defenseman. Does a few more do-si-dos. Loses control of it. Banged off the near side glass now. Johnson on the defensive spot up in the corner. That was Ali Oim who poke checked that away. Now up towards Horton. Horton back to Rodemaker, but now Wayzata has it. Wayzata played yesterday. They lost to West St. Paul, the score of 1-3. Shots on goal that game were 20-20. Shot hits the side of the cage. And now Wayzata coming down, entering neutral. Strong defensive move there by Oim, who sends her and her person she was defending into the boards, but now sent cross ice up to Horton. Horton gets it poke checked away at the blue line. Now 7 coming the other direction. Skating far side. Turl poke checks it away. Now over to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skates with it back behind the net. It's going to set something up. Slingshot engaged, but poke checked away by their number 7 back behind the net now. Dump Rope fighting for it back behind the net. Banged off the glass. Now Dump Rope's down, but she's getting back up. She looked like she might have thrown a little elbow as she got up. Turl now with the rush. Turl skating, gets it poke checked away, but we're offsides. And 12:49 left in the first. Neutral zone face-off coming here as Pink Pony Club is playing. Courtney's running music again today. I gave her crap yesterday for playing music during the game, but then, you know, I might have to eat those words because I was running that last night for a 12U game, and it did the same thing. It started just phantomly playing music, so I had to, like, unplug the set. Far side now, girl skating in, loads up, fires a shot, pushed off by Delaney. Now over to the near side. Fighting for it. Wayzata up in the blue line corner. Taken away now by LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating with it far side. Gets it poke checked at the red line. McKenna now pokes it away, sends it back to the red line, but right to Wayzata. Sent on net. Delaney pushes that off. Now skating up the near side is Tome. Tominator skating over now. Skates around one girl. She's got another girl to beat. She loads up. Puts in a backhanded shot. Save. Puck loose out front. Nice move by Tome. That B word, as Kai-san calls her. And now coming the other way is number 17 skating off far side. LeBlanc poke checks it away at the top of the face-off circle. Coming down the near side now is Hogstead. Bangs it off the boards to herself. She's got one girl to beat. Skating on the right side. Skates around, puts on a shot. Save goalie. Puck loose on the far side of the net. Out front, can't get the garbage cleaned up, but Oim comes up with it, sends it out to Johnson. Johnson tries to launch one down, but intercepted by Wayzata. Johnson's going to turn on the Jets and get there first to beat that Wayzata girl. Now banged off the boards. Johnson fighting for it up against the boards now on the far side. Rodemaker with it. Rodemaker skating far side. Lila waited to enter the zone until Rodemaker pushed that puck across the blue line, but taken away by Wayzata. Tripped up, but letting them play. Trying to get a good camera angle here. Doesn't really work. Around the back side of the net, it is Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating with it out front. Sent over to the near side corner. Backhanded out front. Oh, fan down. Rodemaker couldn't quite get a swing of the stick on it as she had a defender right on her. Johnson with it now near side. Taken away by Wayzata. Dump rope takes it back now. Down in the corner of death where I can't see, but dump rope has it. Sends it across ice to Turl. Turl skating up far side. She's got a little bit of room to work, but one of the Wayzata girls closing quickly. Poke checked away into the far side. Turl sticks with it, centering pass. Tries to get it out to dump rope at the top of the face-off circle. Dump rope comes back up with it. She lost control of it momentarily, but now taken by Wayzata, and dump rope just bodies that girl up, pushes her into the boards. Picked up by LeBlanc, caught it in stride, fires in a shot, glove save. Nice shot by LeBlanc, but good save by Legole. So I'm going to rely on yelling down to Courtney and Scott at intermission for shots, because it's almost too hard to run this camera and a pen and talk and chew gum at the same time. Face-off taken by Owen. Puck loose out in front. Wayzata still fighting for it. Back behind the net now is Westfall. Westfall just dumps it up right to Wayzata, and Wayzata just flings it down the ice, and it's going to be an icing. No, but Delaney touches it up, passes it off to LeBlanc through the stick of LeBlanc. Delaney's got to get back in the crease. Shot missed wide right. Now to the near side. Puck loose in the face-off circle. Owen got taken down by a sniper. Now over to the far side is LeBlanc. LeBlanc fighting for it. Got two Wayzata girls on her. LeBlanc takes it over to near side, back behind the net. Tries to pass it up to McKenna, but broken up by Wayzata. Shot across the face. Delaney pushed it off with a stick. LeBlanc picked that one out of the air with her stick. That was nice. Send it across ice over the stick of McKenna. William trying to get after it, but sent down. Now sent towards net. Missed wide left, so it's going to be an icing. So it is 9:13 left in the first period, 0-0. Kaisan, if you only had an assistant to work the camera so you can focus on the smooth play-by-play. I thought I saw a hot assistant. Did you somehow edit that? Or is my mind just saying that you were my hot assistant? No, I have no assistant right now, but possibly you tonight, you say. I mean, I won't hold you to it, but I'd love to have you on the Civic side. Otherwise, it's just me by my lonesome, providing the best Brainerd 15U coverage that's out there right now. Here comes Hogstead. Hogstead had a hat trick yesterday. She's going to be working on starting on another one. Fires in a shot. Goal! Top shelf made it look effortless over the top stick side of the shoulder of the goalie. And Brainerd Little Falls draws first blood off the stick of Ellie Hogstead. And her mom's playing Pink Pony Club in the background. And I got to get that goal up there. Goal. Ellie, write it down so I can remember. Face off now. Nice job, Ellie. Won by dump rope. Now up to Beal. Beal has that center ice. Dump rope credited with the assist on that one. Now skating across over the far side is Wayzata. Poke checked away, now taken by Johnson. I got to write down Aaliyah's name so I can remember all these. Down in the corner of death where I can't see what's going on. Fighting for it down there somewhere. Banged off the glass now from Hogstead all the way down. And it's not going to make it for icing as she put a little bit of extra mustard saucer toss on that one as it wobbled out and stopped before the blue line, or the back line. McKenna takes it at the blue line, though, now. Gets poke checked away by Wayzata. Now on the near side, sent all the way down, touched up, so it's going to be no icing. Get my cords all wrapped up here. Over to the far side is Lila Wheels Welch. Sent over to the near side, back behind Delaney, picked up by Tome. Tome tries to get to Westfall through the stick of Westfall. Westfall blocks that shot, tries to get it zone cleared, and does. Deflected it off of her wrist that time, I think. Back to Tome. Tome gets the zone cleared, tries to pass it up to Rodemaker. A little bit, speaking of mustard, a little bit too much mustard on that one. Couldn't quite handle it. Back behind the net now is Tome. Tome sends it up out of the reach of McKenna. Taken now by Wayzata at the blue line corner. Shot off the shin guards. Rodemaker, another shot broken up by Tome. Puck loose out in front of Delaney. Shot, saved Delaney. Oh, that angle looked like it was in. Far side now, Rodemaker with it. banged up against the boards, giving chase is LeBlanc. LeBlanc on a little bit of a rush, stops, reverses pass. She's going to try to create a little seam for herself, looking for someone to pass off to. Shovel pass is in, broken up by number 7. Loaded up, fired in a blue line shot, and knocked out of the air by the back of one of the defenders. Wayzata on a rush now, but Turtle going to skate in there as LeBlanc's back skating shot pushed over wide right of the net. Now back behind the net. Hogstead picks it up, kind of lost control of it. Now back in the far side corner. Hogstead sends it up the blue line, kept in by Wayzata. Shot, save, pushed off by Delaney to the near side. Now sent all the way down. Rodemaker giving chase, but number 18 going to be there first. Back over the far side. Wayzata flings it up to Turtle. Turtle sends it way out in front of Johnson. Johnson's going to give chase, though, to try to get there. Now Oyem fighting for it. Dump rope picks it up. Dump rope skating across center. Dump rope enters the zone with it now. Sends it over to the left side. Just going to try a little do-si-do. Fires in a shot. Save. Goalie out of the position, but we couldn't get a shot in there. Horton fighting for it, but that defender right on her. Oyem keeps it in. Oh, then off the skate of Horton, knocked out of the zone. Now over to the far side. Dump rope going to try again. Skates around 1 girl, skates around 2 girls, skates around 3 girls. Now she's going to try to skate around 4 girls. Does, loads up, fires in a backhand shot. Goal! Leah Dump Rope literally skated cones out there. Skated around 4 different girls. Crossed the face of the goal. He smashed one in backhand for the second goal of the game. And a beautiful shot by Leah Dump Rope to put Brainerd Little Falls up 2-0 right now. 5:33 left. That was fantastic. Let's listen. Unassisted, as you can see it, that was unassisted. She, like I said, skated around 4 different girls. Here comes the LeBlanc skating in far side. She's going to try it herself. Fires in a shot off the side of the goalie. Puck loose out front, covered up now. Goalie freezes the puck. 5:20 left in the first period. 2-0, Brainerd Little Falls. And now on a little bit of line change, Westfall skating out there with Beal, Rodemaker. Tolm staying out there with LeBlanc. Rodemaker's going to be on the dot. Offensive zone face-off won by Rodemaker over to Westfall. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc dumps it back down in the zone. Now over to the far side. Beal intercepts that pass, tries to pass it back to Rodemaker. Finds it shot in the face of the defender. Rodemaker lifted that one high. Probably would have hit the rafters if that defender wasn't right in front of her. By far side corner now, Rodemaker has it. Keeps it up in the zone, skating across ice. Doesn't really have any contestant, or didn't get contested until she hit center ice. Now back up towards Tome at the blue line, poked out by Wayzata, but backing up was LeBlanc, who took control of that puck easily, sends it over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker pushes it around through. She nutmegged that girl, it looked like, pushes it up to the far side corner now. Now to McKenna. McKenna loads it, fires in a shot, save goalie, puck loose back behind the net. Now coming up, trying to come up with it is Rodemaker. Rodemaker with another spin move like she had yesterday on her goal. Now puck stops in the neutral, pushed up by Tome to Rodemaker, touched up by Rodemaker. Number 4 couldn't handle it. Rodemaker comes up with it though. Shovels a backhand in back behind the net. Now near side, Wayzata has it, tip passes it up, but LeBlanc gonna be there. LeBlanc skating with it now, bangs it off the glass to herself. Fights it through traffic, but taken away by Wayzata. Now dump rope with it. Again, sorry for the camera work. I have to hold the camera in my hand to get over this net. Dump rope fighting for it down in the corner now. Sent off the stick of a girl flying up in the air. Now over to Hogstead. Strong side, left side for her, but has 2 Wayzata girls right on her. Dump rope now back skating with it. She's got some room behind her, but she looks up front to center to Ellie Hogstead. Ellie just kicking. She's playing soccer out front. What a little sucker play. Now far side, number 7 on a rush. Skating it in, but back skating is Turtle. Shot off the chest of Turtle. Now over to Dump Rope. Dump Rope has it, skating around near side. Skates around 1 girl. Oh, I was going to say, let's do a 4-person skate around again. Wayzata has it, sends it down towards Delaney, but it's going to be wide left. Johnson comes up with the puck, sends it, hits the chest to 17. Johnson still regains control of it now. Now to Oyem, trying to get the zone cleared, and does to Rodemaker. Rodemaker skates center. She's got a couple girls to beat. Has Lila Wheels Welch out front too. Puts a shot on that, save, puck loose. Lila Wheels Welch trying to clean up the garbage, but the goalie covers it up. 2:52 left in the first period. Brainerd to the 2-0 lead. Now they're playing Ice Ice Baby. And face-off now is Oim. Wins the face-off to Rodemaker. Rodemaker passes back to Johnson. Johnson loads up, fires in a shot. Pushed off by the goalie. Out of play. Nice play there by the ladies. Face-off one. Pass, shot. Blue line bombs can come in handy. Speaking of that, blue line bombs, I saw one of Brainerd Little Falls ex-alum, who is now a Detroit Lakes Laker, scored her first varsity goal, Olivia Itivunkum, last night from a blue line bomb up in International Falls. Her proud father is one of the original board bangers, Kaisan Itivunkum, and he's currently watching right now, as he should be working, but who needs that when you have youth sports to watch on YouTube? So congratulations to Olivia Itivunkum, a Brainerd alum, on her first varsity goal. 2:28 left in the first period. The Wayzata girls only have 6 or 5 players on the bench, so fairly similar to us. Face-off taken by Wayzata. Now tip pass through the stick of Ellie Oim. Or Ellie Oim, that's Allie Oim. Puck loose now out in front, but poked way out into the blue line by Johnson. Fired in a blue line shot, pushed off the stick of Delaney. All out front, hit Delaney save, hit a deflection, and Delaney luckily was in position because it went off of her leg pad. Sent down towards Delaney again, off the stick of Delaney. She deflects it over near side, picked up by Johnson. Johnson has it now, skating it over. Taken away by number 9. 9 sends it down towards Delaney. Johnson in a foot race now. Picks up the puck, but Wayzata has his own. That's offsides, isn't it? Shot on net. Nope. Missed wide left. Now we're down in the corner of death. 8 has it. Loads up, fires in a shot. Deflected. Pushed off easily within the stick of Delaney. Turl now with it and just dumps it. Tries to get the zone cleared up to Horton. Horton can't quite handle it at the blue line. Back down to Turl. Turl behind the net. 1:15 left in the first period. Just about got taken away from Turl, but Turl fights through it. And now it was taken away by number 17. Backhanded pass / shot into the awaiting stick of Isla Johnson. Turl bodying that girl up down in the corner as it's still loose down there. Now Leah Dumprope looks like she's going to do a box-out method, come up with the puck behind the net, skates up. Skate center has 2 girls to beat. She's beat 4 already today. Skates around to the left side. Skates around to the right, loads up, fires in a shot, save goalie. Now back behind the net, Aaliyah has it, wrap around attempt, save goalie. Now to the near side, coming up is Wayzata. Now back up to LeBlanc. Trying to just dump it down, dump and chain. No, not that. Tome sends it up towards Dumprope. Dumprope bangs it off the glass. Westfall giving chase down in the corner. Beal down there as well. Far side boards now. 20 seconds left in the first period. Guessing they're going to clean ice after this first period, since they didn't after the last game. Dumprope fighting for it down in the corner. 5 seconds. Now back up to Tome. Tomes could get a buzzer beater here. Skates down in the near side. 1 second. That's the end. Centering pass. Shot deflected. I don't think that one would have counted anyways, but so nice job, ladies. At the end of 1, they lead 2-0. Change the period. And we are going to clean ice. I'm going to yell down to Courtney, so I'm going to mute you for a second to see what we got for shots. So I was pretty dang close, even though I wasn't really paying attention too much. I was paying attention, but wasn't writing them down. 4 for Wayzata and 9 for Brainerd Little Falls after 1. First period. I had 5 and 10, so I credited them 1 more each, but the official score, 4 and 1, or 4 and 9, I should say. So good job by the ladies to start up the game here, firing. Like I said, the other game that Wayzata played, they only had 20 shots, so if we hold them to this, my Montevideo math tells me that they'll be held to 12 shots if we average 4 per period at 3 periods. At least that's what I think it is. So the next game will be at 5:45 versus Roseville Montemedi, who I believe they play directly after us. Let me see. Nope. They play at, yeah, they do, 12:30. Crowing Recycling Rink. And I think that's the one I'll be working dibs on, as me and Amber Alert Eric are switching up dibs possibly. And dibs, for those people that aren't familiar with it, are your voluntary mandated working hours to run the tournament, whether it be in the concession stands, penalty or scores table, or scoreboard. Last night I ran the clock for a 12U game that, for a scorer, was great because it was run time in the 3rd period. It probably could have been run time after about the 1st period, as the West St. Paul team, or no, Bloomington Jefferson just killed Mounds View Irondale, like 14 rip, like 49 shots to, I think it was 5, and I think MVI got 4 shots in the last couple of minutes. Otherwise, they only had like 1 shot the whole game. So run time as a scorer is pretty easy. Just stand there. But I did keep track. Since I'm a goalie dad, I did keep track of shots on net. Because that way, the scoreboard wouldn't look as bad, when you see they're down 10-0, but they've faced 40-some shots, and it's different than 10-0 and 10 shots. Looks like a couple of JV girl and varsity girls over on the other side. They must have. I saw a couple walking in earlier today, so I don't know if they have a practice or maybe a game today. Maybe not. Guess I didn't hear anything about a girls' game, but they actually, girls won 2-1, girls varsity the other night. I think that was against a St. Cloud team. I don't know if they even lost yet. Let me see. Quick Google search. Shots after 1, if you're listening, Brittany, are 4 for Wayzata and 9 for us. And Brainerd girls hockey. High school hockey, blue line. No, that's not the one I need. Yeah, they don't update some of this. I don't know why they have some of these websites that pull up as like your top search, and then they don't update them. Like, everybody's 0-0 this far into the season. So, like I said, we're 5:45 tonight versus that Montemedi team that we'll see what they got after 2 games after this. So they kind of have a stacked schedule a little bit, where they play back to back. That's different. So they play West St. Paul, and directly after that they play us. So no rest whatsoever in between for them. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but If I have, I don't remember it, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Might be good because they might be tired, but also might be bad because they're warmed up, ready to roll. So we'll find out, though, at 5:45. Oh, they switched that schedule, my wife says. Well, they didn't correct it on the... There's a couple of corrections written on the thing for everyone to see, but that's not corrected. Now she says, oh, wait, never mind. So, be careful where you get your information from, folks. Yeah, they switched the afternoon games. I think they gave them later start times from like a 12:30 to 1:45 or something. And from a 1:45 to a 12:30, and yeah. Robin says those girls are on fire. They are. They're playing good, and Robin is Delaney's grandma. Hello, Robin. Welcome. Playing good hockey so far, so need to keep it up. After the stats after first period, 2 goals scored by Brainerd Little Falls. Ellie's got 1 with an Aaliyah assist, and Aaliyah's got 1 unassisted. Both of them just fantastic highlight reel goals as they both skated around the defenders and fired one in behind the goalie. So yeah, again, the Brainerd 12U is 1-1 so far. Lost last night, won this morning. Their next game's at 2:15, if they haven't switched that, I should say. Versus the MVI girls, which I think I saw they could, if it's the same team, Brainerd Little Falls could have fun with that one, because the MVI girls were the team that got beat pretty bad last night. Now I just walked in before this game and they were playing again, and it looked like they were getting beat up pretty bad again. So again, that's at 2:15. That must be right after, no, that's on the Civic. Say that must be right after this, but it's a 15U game after this. The 15U game after this will be the Hastings, nope, never mind. Yeah, the Montemita game and West St. Paul. West St. Paul beat this Wayzata team 3-1. So we'll see. We'll see how she goes. I'm going to mute you for a sec. So as the girls skate around and get warmed up again to start the second period. I see Kaisa Nitivankam. He's at drill, but if you need more hockey to watch until your evening game, Olivia and her DL team play Worthington at 2 p.m. Is that a home game or an away game? I guess you're not traveling there because you're at work, but that'd be a little bit of a hike for an away game. But you also go to like Fort Francis and whatnot, International Falls. Right now, Sun Roman is at a basketball tournament over in Pequot. Waiting for an update from my wife to see how it went. They lost their first game this morning to Pequot Lakes. So they'll get us in basketball, but we'll get them in hockey. Holy cow. Like a wrecking ball came flying in there and knocked over McKenna. And the wrecking ball was... I can't see who that is. Alicia Rodemaker. The wrecking ball Rodemaker. Maybe that's like a caller from now on. So girls having fun, all pumped up. 2-goal lead starting the second period here. Delaney skates off to the right side. Will she be protecting that net? Their goalie number 30 skates off to the left. On the opening face-off of the second period will be Hogstead. Nope, dump rope. Hogstead out there with dump rope. Tome and LeBlanc on the defensive side. Are we got a penalty or something? I was going to say, where's our fifth skater? There's McKenna. She wanted to join us. Face-off taken by Wayzata. Skates it down, enters the zone. Lost control of it, though. Sent down towards Delaney. Pushes it off with her stick over to the left-hand side. Centering pass broken up by dump rope. Now to Tome. Tome up to Hogstead. Back out to center ice. Poke checked away nicely by LeBlanc, so that girl couldn't get a shot on. Now coming the other direction is dump rope. Dump rope skating with it near side. Skates around one girl, gets tripped up. We get a penalty coming here finally. Yep. First penalty of the game will be committed by Wayzata. So power play hockey coming here for Brainerd Little Falls for the next 2 minutes. 2-minute minor for tripping. I like that referee. She actually yells what the penalty is. That way, you know, guys like me that don't know what that stuff is with just the symbols can hear it. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, trip. Usually I'm pretty good at being able to tell what trips are, though. Face-off won by dump rope. Pass cross ice over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc bangs it off the glass, trying to get it down into the zone where Wayzata just picks it up. Backhanded in by Westfall now. Giving chase is Hogstead. Hogstead down in the corner of death where it's hard to see. So LeBlanc has it, because then when I get down to see the corner of death, it blocks off the goalie with the top of this net. Back behind the net now. Wayzata has it, dumps it back out to Tome. Tome has it at the blue line, sends it over to dump rope. Dump rope skating with it. Passes it up to LeBlanc. Nice passing. LeBlanc cross passes over to Tome. Tome doing a couple back passes it over to the dump rope. Dump rope skating with it. Ooh, tries to tip pass it over to Tome, but they kind of misread each other there. Tome wasn't home. Call me the original Dr. Seuss. Anyways, McKenna with it now, far side. Bangs it up against the boards now. All the way down to the other side. 1 minute left in the power play. Pushed up against the boards. Dump rope had her. No, going the other way now, though. Rodemaker going to give chase, try to stop this rush. Short-handed rush, I might add. Now dump rope with it, skating near side. Just a dump and change now. Beal going to skate towards it down in the near side. Taken by Wayzata. Oim going to try to block her off, but dumped out of the zone up to Turl. Turl back passes over, or backs up and passes it over to Johnson. Isla with it now, passes it over to Turl. Turl loads up, fires in a shot, center mass save. What's going on? Horn honk, but we don't know why. I was trying to listen in there, that little conversation, but not quite sure what was said. So we're just going to keep playing here, though. Face off one, tip pass over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker over to Turl. Turl down back behind the net. Taken by Wayzata, who sends it up around to the far side. Boards, or 5 has it. Flings it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. 11 seconds left in the penalty. Power play for Brainerd Little Falls. 12:42 left in the second period, 2-0. Brainerd Little Falls with the lead. Oyem's going to be on the dot. Beal out there with Rodemaker on the offensive side. LeBlanc and Tome, the defensive pair. One face-off won by Oyem to Rodemaker, getting tripped up now. Referee's keeping their hands down. That was Tome that got tripped. Oyem comes and puts a little shoulder nudge into a girl, sent over the far side, back to full-strength hockey now. As the puck, girl comes right out of the penalty box to get after the puck, but taken away by Rodemaker. Rodemaker flings it up, tries to get the zone cleared, can't quite do it. Back to Tome. Tome hits it up towards Beal, gets the zone cleared. Beal giving chase now, enters his zone. Sent back to neutral where Tome picks it up. Tome skating across, enters his zone with it, dumps it down, dump and change. Dump rope skating back out there, Turl skating back out, Rodemaker hitting the bench, and Welch and Horton coming off the bench. LeBlanc out there on defense as well as Turl skates it back behind Delaney. Turl getting a little boost of speed as she's getting harassed by the defense. Breaks through that girl, skates around one girl, puts her on the, poke check last second. Horton over there now trying to fight for it. Sent cross ice now, back over to Turl. Turl passes back to Dump Rope, who's in her defensive spot for Turl. Turl takes her spot. Dump Rope putting a couple moves on, another move. I thought she was going to do a fancy backhander, but she has restraint and skates it back around, skating circles around these girls, literally loads up, fires in a shot. Goal! Hit the top pipe corner and bounced out. And again, just skating circles around girls and fires one in. For the third goal of the game, second for Aaliyah Dump Rope this game. So Brainerd Little Falls with a 3-0 lead so far, with 11:18 left in the second period. 3 goals have come off the stick of Aaliyah for 2 and Ellie for 1. And Aaliyah with an assist on that one as well. Here's Aaliyah again. Was trying to listen to Courtney to see who got the assist on that one. I didn't hear it. If it was anybody, I apologize for missing it. Banged up now. Turl going to give chase. 9 down in the corner. Those top corner, like ones that bang in and out, that ref was right there to see it, but those are tough to see from up here. And Delaney had one of those before, and as a goalie, Dad, it's kind of like, what's that in? Really? Puck loose out front, shot, top shelf goal. That one was in. She had a slapper from about 2 feet away. As they get 1 goal in the back behind Delaney, so now 3-1 favor Brainerd Little Falls. 10:37 left in the second, so we'll just keep the pedal to the metal here, not let that gain them any momentum. Face-off won by Oyem over to Hogstead. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends a cross-ice pass up to Hogstead. Tipped up by Hogstead. She's going to be in a foot race. Number 19 pushes it up against the boards. They're going to get her for a penalty here. So now we go shorthanded for 2 minutes with 10:21 left in the second period. Or it's going to be, I'm guessing, boarding, checking, something like that. So defense's zone face-off coming here. Penalty kill unit of Westfall, Oyem, LeBlanc, and Tome out there. Tome on the face-off, wins the face-off over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc passes up to Westfall. Westfall just dumps it out of the zone, gives chase. Nice tip up, kill a lot of time, but not create an icing. Body checking was the call by Courtney Hogstead on her daughter. Down in the corner now, fighting for it is LeBlanc. LeBlanc comes up with it back behind the net. LeBlanc up against the boards, gets tripped up. Hands stay in the pockets of the referees. Banged off the glass by Tome, trying to get the boards, or trying to get the zone cleared. Now over in the near side corner, 1:25 left in the penalty. Or the penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls. Now Westfall tries to dish it up to Tome, or Oim, but Oim couldn't handle it. It was right up in front of her skates. Going the other direction now, poke checked away by Tome at the face-off circle at center ice. And 13 skating it in, entering the zone, offsides. We'll take it. So, neutral zone face-off coming here. 9:22 left in the second period, 1:02 left in the penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls. Dump ropes out there now with Rodemaker, Isla Johnson, and Turl. Face-off won by dump rope over to the near side. Sent down range towards Turl. Turl giving chase, skates it back behind the net. Getting a lot of defensive pressure, gets it poke checked away, but regains control of it now, skates it over towards the near side, looking for someone to pass to, and that's dump rope. Dump rope tip passes up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker can't quite handle the pass, but she stays with it, gets pushed from behind. No, there's no penalty there either. Down near side boards. Back skating is Turl. Dump rope flying up there, getting a stick in there, and swatted away by Turl as she pushes it off to the near side. Banged off the glass now, trying to get a centering pass on the side of the cage. Turl sends it back over to the far side. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill. Back up to the blue line corner. Number 9 has it. She takes it off the boards, loads it, fires a shot, deflection across the face of Delaney. Now near side. Dump rope sends it over, up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker tips it up to the red line. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Johnson gets his zone cleared. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as Hogstead skates out of the penalty box and back onto the ice. Centering pass pushed off by Delaney. Now over to the far side boards. Hogstead now fresh out of the penalty box. Arrested leg. Skates up far side. Skates around one girl. Tries a center pass or tries a 7 on net. Dump rope was there but just a little too far away. Now down into the near side corner where it's hard to see. Sent out to Lila Wheels Welch at center. Lila turns, tries to put a move on, but lost control of it. No, OM tried to handle it at the blue line, but taken away by Wayzata. But right to Tome. Tome dumps it deep into the zone, back behind the net. Wayzata has it, but OM there to contest it with Welch. Now back to the blue line, kept in by Tome. Welch fighting for it out front. Ooh, zone cleared. Off this, just out of reach of Oim. Now LeBlanc has it. Cross ice pass, trying to get it to Oim. Back to neutral. Tome sends it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's got a little bit of space over on the near side. Offsides. 7:10 left in the second. Neutral zone faceoff coming. 3-1, Brainerd Little Falls. Oim on the faceoff. Beal near side offensive player with Lila Wheels Welch, defensive pair LeBlanc and Tome. Face off won by Oim, taken out of there by Welch, but then poke checked away from behind by Wayzata, but back to Tome at center ice. Tome sends it up to Welch. Welch pushes it up against the boards, sends it down into the corner where Oim's going to be there first. Oim looking for a centering pass to Welch. Welch loads up, fires in a shot, save, pushed off now. Wayzata skating with it up the far side. Off the stick of Wayzata girl, taken away by Oim. Now over to Tome. Tome has it. Stops, reverses pass. Passes it up to Welch at the red line. Wayzata poke checks it away. Fight for it is LeBlanc. LeBlanc comes out of the scrum with it. Skating strong side, left side. Skates around one girl. Fires in a shot. Save, puck loose out front. Just a little bit too high for the stick of Lila Wheels Welch. But LeBlanc has it again. Skating around center. Fires in a shot over the top of the net. Trying to clean it up was Welch on the side of the net. Hit another shot. Couldn't tell if that was the side of the cage or if it was a save. Blue line bomb by Bailey Tome. The B word. Misses wide right. The B word bomb. Now back to Johnson at the blue line. Dumps it down into the corner all the way around over to the far side. Back passes it up from Wayzata right into the awaiting stick of Isla Johnson. Now up to Hogstead. Hogstead couldn't quite handle it. Gets his zone cleared. Turl fighting for it now. Turl just dumps it down back all the way around to the far side where Rodemaker's going to be there first. Rodemaker fanned on it, taken away now by Wayzata, but poke checked away for a split second by Rodemaker. Now on a little bit of a rush, 3-on-2, but lost control of it. Turl Takes it and passes it up to Hogstead. Hogstead puts on a move, lost control of it over in the near side. Skating now down onto Westfall. Westfall has it up front, loads up, fires a shot, kick save, puck loose out, now near side. Dump rope picks it up. That was a good save by the goalie. Nice shot by McKenna. Now Dump rope doing some do-si-do and down in the corner. Pass cross ice, slapper one-timer to Hogstead, missed on it, fires in a shot, wide left. Near side corner now. Down in the corner is Dump rope. Dump rope centering pass right out front was Hogstead. She couldn't quite get a stick on it, but Hogstead comes up with it. Centering pass to Dump rope. Dump rope loads it, fires a shot, deflected by the stick of the defender before it could get to the net. To McKenna now to Turl. Turl back down into the corner to Dump rope. Dump rope in the corner. Has two Wayzata girls on her. She pushes one girl over, fighting for the puck. McKenna tries to get in there, and Dump rope gets shoved down from behind, but picked up by Hogstead. Hogstead centering pass right to McKenna. Fires a shot. Goal! McKenna Westfall puts one in the back of the net. A slow roller, but finds the white behind the red line and in the net. Puts Brainerd up 4-1. Nice pass from Ellie Hogstead from right behind the net, right to McKenna, who is in position to backhand one, it looked like, in. Nice job, ladies. There's a lot of good hockey goals today. Face-off won by Brainerd. I didn't catch those assists. Now Tome passes cross ice over to Johnson. Johnson load up, tried to fire a shot through traffic, wide right. Puck loose in the crease, but poked out by Wayzata, but picked up by Tome now. Tome with it down in the corner. Tome puts on a shot, deflected off the shin guards away of Wayzata. Now up to the near far side corner. Oim has it, trying to deflect one in. Puck loose out in front. Radovic trying to get in there and clean up the garbage. Oim tries to clean it up too. Shot. I couldn't tell if that made net. I think it was just Horton with a shot. Hit the side of the cage. Another shot. It's a jumbled mess out front. We couldn't get one behind the net or behind the goalie. Tome has it. Launches a blue line B-word bomb. Back up to Tome. Tome can't quite keep it in as it was a missile off the side of off the boards. Fighting for it now is Tome. Tome regains control of it after Wayzata briefly took it away. Tipped up now. Here comes Dump rope. 1-on-none. Puts on a move. Nice move. Goal. Leah Dump rope had that goalie moving from one side to the next and fired it in there. Nice and easy. She made it look simple. Again, these goals today by these ladies are looking pretty impressive. We haven't had any cheap deflection rollers or anything yet. They're all highlight reel goals so far. So nice job, ladies. 3:11 left in the second. They get a 5-1 lead. I think maybe Bailey Tome got an assist on that one. I missed it. I'll yell down at intermission. And now Westfall with it near side. Centering pass, trying to get it over, but broken up by number 7. Our number 7's right on their number 7. And now Wayzata with it near side. Skating up near side, back skating is LeBlanc. LeBlanc poke checks it away nicely at the blue line. Westfall was right on her. LeBlanc passes up the dump rope. Dump rope just drove that girl into the ice. Stood over her. I thought she was going to help her up for a second, but then she was just going for a line change. Offsides. Neutral zone faceoff coming. 2:21 left in the second period. Brainerd with a 5-1 lead. On the faceoff is Oim. One by, we'll call it us. Beal comes up with it, but just kind of a jumbled mess fighting around for it. Wayzata comes out of the scrum with it. Ooh, right up front, shot, saved Delaney. She hugs that one tight. Turl took a shot from the back, turned around like, WTF, you want to go? Gave her the old stink eye, and she backed off. So Oim now on the faceoff wins it over to Johnson. Johnson skates it back behind Delaney. Beal hit the ice. Turl waiting to pick her stick up. She lost it. Johnson skating up near side now, pushes it up towards herself in a foot race for it now. Now up to the far side boards. Trying to be kept in off the skates of Allie Oim. Johnson gets pushed into the boards and offsides. I thought it was going to be a penalty at first, but. So, neutral zone face-off coming with an offsides penalty. Infraction penalty? I don't know. Nice. Romans team won 50-15. Holy cow. That's a large margin of victory in 6th grade basketball. Face-off, speaking of wins, was won by Brainerd Little Falls. Would have probably have been Rodemaker on that face-off. Now down far side, Johnson skating with it back behind the net. Back behind the net now is Turl. Turl advancing the puck. Puts a move around one girl, tries to put her on another one, poke checked away, back pass now right to Hogstead. Hogstead clears the zone. Up to center ice, Hogstead took a shot. She got up though. Skates back out there, shot, saved Delaney, push back behind the net now. Near side. Broken up off the stick of Turl, and Johnson picks it up. Johnson skating to the back behind the net, bangs it off the boards, trying to get it to Ellie, but too much mustard on that one. So no ice as it was right on, going to be on net, so the goalie flung it off to the near side corner of death. Hogstead back over to the near side. Centering pass, trying to get it out to Rodemaker through her stick. Now down in the corner. Fighting for it is Hogstead and 3 Wayzata girls. Horton's going to skate in there to help. Now Wayzata comes out of the scrum with it, skating center ice. Back skating was Tome. Tome pushes her off to the far side, fires in a shot, knocked out of the air by Delaney with the glove. Now back behind the net is Tome. Tome skating with it, sends cross ice out in front of Horton. Bangs off the pool shot. Touched up by the goalie, so no ice. 5 seconds left in the second period. The Blau's going to send it down into the corner, and that's going to be the end of the second period. So, after 2, Brainerd Little Falls leads 5-1, put 3 more in that period. Got to change the period. I'm going to mute you. All right, I got the skinny from Miss Courtney Hogstead, our statistician down there today. Those goals were, that period were from Aaliyah from Tome, McKenna from Ellie and Allie, and then Aaliyah from Scarlett. So Aaliyah with a hattie right now and an assist. 2 assists or 1? 1 assist. So Aaliyah tearing it up as usual. But Ellie as well has 2 points, the goal and assist. McKenna added 1, Allie added 1, and so did Scarlett. So nice job, ladies. Let's keep it up now in the third period. Let's get this goal differential since our shutout is no longer in the books. And that's an extra point this tournament. We need the number 1 or number 2 seed to play in the championship game tomorrow, as it's not a tournament style tomorrow. It's just what you're seeded. And you get 1 game tomorrow, regardless if you win or lose, because there's only 6 teams. Back behind the net now, Wayzata has it. Banged off the boards towards Tome. Tome sends to Hogstead. Hogstead cross ice to McKenna out front. Fired in a shot off the shin guard of the girls. McKenna tried to hit another one in there, but deflected by the defense. Now down into the corner. Back to Tome at the blue line. Tome to a dump rope. Dump rope skates around one girl off the skates of Tome. Now going the other direction. I was going to say she'd have a little bit of a rush, but Aaliyah there, like, oh, come on. That's just hockey. She beat her out of there. I don't know. There's been bigger hits than that. I think she just kind of beat her out, and that girl ran into Aaliyah, if you ask me. But death taxes and a dump rope penalty, but when you score hat tricks, I guess you're allowed a penalty or 2 per game. So Brainerd Little Falls on a penalty kill here now for the next 2 minutes. On the face-off and the penalty kill now is Oyem. LeBlanc out there, shot. Oh, God, I thought that was the back of the net, but I don't know if Delaney got a piece of it. Two minutes for interference. I thought she said dirty hits. And Leah dump rope, 2 minutes for dirty hits. So I think she said interference. So we come back here as that was an icing. Killed off a few seconds as we got 15 seconds burned off of that 2 minutes. So if you can do your math. Means it's 1:45 left in the penalty kill for Brainerd with Oyem on the face-off, LeBlanc, Rodemaker, and Tome out there. Oyem hits the face-off over to Wayzata. Loads up, fires in a shot. Glove save, pushed off to the near side. Sent across to Delaney. Delaney pushes that one off now too, but Wayzata has it. Loads up, fires in another shot. Pad save Delaney. Now near side. Rodemaker with it. Trying to get it. Wayzata has it now. Back to 7. 7 has it. Loads up, fires in another shot. Pushed off wide left. Hits the side of the cage now. Wayzata has it. Shot save Delaney. Delaney covers it up. So we're getting a lot of rapid fire shots here by Wayzata on this power play. 1:16 left in the penalty. That Brainerd Little Falls has to kill off. Hogstead's going to be on the face-off. Johnson out there. Lila wheels Welch and Turl. Face-off was won by Hogstead over to Turl, or Johnson. Sends it across ice over towards Welch. Welch fighting for it up in the corner of the blue line with 3 of the Wayzata girls. Passes it off to Turl. Turl gets the zone cleared. Wayzata skating with it near side now. Enters the zone. Shot, save. Delaney covers it up, freezes the puck. 13:09 left in the game. 51 seconds left in the penalty. Oh, puck loose out front. Still dancing around. I can't even see what's going on. It's just mixed in with all the girls' skates. Kicked out of there now by Johnson, but right to 9 who has it but couldn't fire a shot. Broken up shot, saved Delaney. Delaney protecting that corner. As she uncovers the puck, and referee takes it for a defensive zone face-off. 35 seconds left in the penalty kill for Brainerd. Line change out there, Turl with McKenna and Johnson and Rodemaker. Puck loose at the blue line, but taken now by Johnson. Johnson bangs it off the boards, gets the zone cleared. 23 seconds left in the penalty kill. Rodemaker giving chase down in the far side. Poke checked away at the blue line by McKenna. Now down to Turl. Through Turl's stick, but that's fine because she's killing time off of this penalty as we have 5 seconds left. Puck down here. Now dump rope exits penalty box and skates back out onto the ice as we're back to full strength hockey. Banged off the boards now to Turl. Turl passes back over to Johnson. Johnson ricochet passes over to dump rope. Dump rope skating up center ice so that now She's got a couple girls to beat, but that isn't many for her. Beats one. Poke checked away now in the far side face-off circle. Oh, I saw her reaching McKenna, but stepping into it, was LeBlanc, but she thought Tome was there, and Tome thought she was there, but puck still kept in the zone now, down in the near side, where Rodemaker picks it up behind the net. Centering pass, but broken up by Wayzata. I'd say Oim just about kept it in, but dump rope takes it and resets the zone. Enters the near side, backhand pass. We got a penalty coming here now. And it's going to be on them. Delaney skate out. Skate out of the net. Tome, delayed penalty out front, fires in a shot, missed wide right, back behind the net. And Delaney was about halfway back. And then she kind of just stood there. She saw that shot and figured they're going to whistle it dead. So Brainerd Little Falls now on the power play, as their number 5 skates into the penalty box with 11:23 left in the game. Brainerd up 5-1. Power play unit now: Hogstead, Oim, Beal, LeBlanc, and Tome. Face off won by Hogstead. Back to Tome, or to LeBlanc. LeBlanc to Tome. Back to LeBlanc, but just got the zone cleared. So we got to set it back up now. Pass cross ice now to Hogstead. Hogstead tried to dish it back to the offsides. That was a bang offsides there. Only 15 seconds ticked off of that power play. Neutral zone face-off now, same unit out there. Hogstead wins the face-off over to Oim. Oim back to Tome, or LeBlanc to Tome. Tome skating it in neutral. Sends it down into the offensive end. Tome with it now, doing some crafty stick work. Pass over to Hogstead. Strong side, left side. Loads up, fires in a shot. Save, goalie. .124 left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. 10:46 left in the game. Rodemaker skating out to take the face off. Lila wheels Welch out there with Horton. Tome and LeBlanc, the defensive set. Horton bangs it up against the boards. Wayzata poke checks it away, takes it up the far side boards. Now back skating is LeBlanc and Tome. Catching up quickly was Welch. Poke checked away nicely by LeBlanc, sent down into the far side corner. Centering pass out to Wayzata, fires a shot, save Delaney. Puck loose out front. Delaney pushes it off with her stick out to the far side. LeBlanc hit the ice with another girl, but got back up. Now pushing up against the boards is Rodemaker, pinning her up, and now the girl came flying in there and hit Tome in the back, but still fighting for it, just pinned up in the corner is Tome and Rodemaker. Like shot backhanded, hits the side of the cage. Back behind the net now. Tome fighting for it. Hits her knees. Not her niece, her knees. LeBlanc skates in there. Yeah, we are on a power play for another 30 seconds, but we're keeping it pinned to the boards up here. And we get another penalty coming here. Tip pass now. And it's going to be 5-on-3. Favor Brainerd Little Falls for 18 seconds. I didn't even see what happened there, honestly. Let's see what she says. Too many players. Unsportsmanlike. As the ref is explaining it to the coach. So 5-on-3 for 18 seconds, and then it'll be a one-man advantage for Brainerd Little Falls for the 1 minute and 42 seconds after that. Face-off won by dump rope over to Johnson. Johnson has it over to Turl. Turl back to dump rope. Dump rope has it at the top of the face-off circle. Passes cross ice over to Turl. Turl fires in a pass/shot off the stick of McKenna. Now Hogstead with it on her knees down in the corner. Back to 5-on-4 now. Brainerd still with a one-man advantage. Dump rope sends it right out the front. Fires in a shot. Oh, hit the pipe by McKenna. Pushed over now. Wayzata sending it up the ice now as they enter neutral. Off the stick of dump rope. Still floating around neutral. McKenna fighting for it up against the boards. Wayzata keeps it in the zone at the blue line. Turl has it. 5 flew in there. Number 4 has it now and tried to fire in a shot, but McKenna has it. McKenna on a little bit of rush, has Hogstead on her right side, has one defender up front, tries to back pass it, poke checked off hit it right off the stick of the defender. She's trying to pass it over to Hogstead. Now down into the corner to Oim. Or no, that's Turl. Turl skating around now near side. 49 seconds left in the power play. She skates around one girl, skates around another girl. She's got one girl to beat. Now skates over to the near side. Skating across the front of the goalie. Shot, save, puck loose out front, covered up by the goalie. Goalie knocked it out of the air with a glove. Nice move by Turl there. Nice shot. Just good move by the goalie too. So. Oim on the face-off now. Back passes it up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating backwards with it. Pass crosses over to Tome. Tome gets it off the boards. Fires in a shot. Save. Deflected at the last second by Oim. That would have been a nice one. So we'll do it again. Offensive zone face-off. 30 seconds left in the power play. 8:09 left in the game. Face-off taken by Wayzata as they advance the puck now into neutral. Poke checked away at center ice by Tome, but Wayzata regains control of it up against the boards. Down in the blue line corner now. And Wayzata comes out of the scrum with it, loads up, fires in a shot, save Delaney. She might have gotten lucky on that one as she tried to push it off with her stick, and she built a ramp with her stick, but then right into her glove. Those dang stick ramps as a goalie. Not a fan of them. 10 seconds left in the power play. Face-off, dump rope, wins it to Tome. Tome passes as LeBlanc skating over to the near side. Skating up the near side board. She's got a little head of steam on her. Skates across center. Skates around one girl. Skates around another. Strong side, left side. Put in a shot, but I think it got hung up a little bit by the defender. Back to LeBlanc with it now. She might try a wraparound here. Oh, she had it, but then the defender was right there on her. Welch has it down in the corner now. Back to full strength hockey. Kept in by Tome. Tome passes cross ice over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes a couple strides in, fired in a shot off the face of a girl. In the face. Wayzata going the other way. A girl up front calling for the puck, but passed way off target for an icing. 7:06 left in the game. Brainerd Little Falls leads 5-1. Let me see here. Live stream. Nope, that's not what you need. On the face-off is Oim. Puck loose now off to the side. Westfall has it. Back passes over to Hogstead. Hogstead fired in a shot. Save goalie. Now off to the near side. Centering pass to Westfall. Couldn't quite handle it out front off the stick of Oim. Now Turl loads up and pushes it all the way down the boards over to the near side. Coming off the boards now is Oim. Fired in a shot wide right. Now over to the far side boards. Banged off the glass. Oops. Now coming the other way. Oh, there's the puck. Turl has it. Turl skating in, enters his own, pushes it on. One girl has Oim on her right, but she's 5 other girls there. Centering pass. Just about tipped in by Oim, but not enough on it. As Wayzata comes the other direction now. Fired in a shot on Delaney. Delaney tried pushing it off with her stick, but it was wide right anyways. Now Westfall with it. 6 minutes left in the game. Rodemaker puts a shoulder into a girl. She's going for the puck, knocks her to the ice. Says, get out of my way. Puck loose at the blue line now. Wayzata girl diving for it, but Johnson picks it up, bangs it off the glass to herself. Dump rope flying in there. Dump rope skating around now near side. Passes it up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker back passes it to dump rope. Ran into Wayzata girls. Sent all the way down. It's going to be nice. So defense or offensive zone face-off coming here. 5:25 left in the third. I kind of forgot I don't need to yell down to Courtney every time. to get stats because I can look at the live stats. Shots on goal right now are 14 for them, 22 for us. Matchup, play-by-play. Face-off, pay attention to the game here instead of looking at stats online. I'll do that after the game. Down into the corner now, sent over to the blue line. LeBlanc backhand passes it over to Tome. Tome, nice pass out to dump rope, catches it in stride, skates around one girl, skates around another one, loads up, fires in a shot. Save. Put on a nice move there. Goalie was in the right position and reached out, gloved her. 5:01 left in the game. Offensive zone faceoff coming here. Oim out there. Beal. Welch on the other offensive pair. Tome has it on the defensive spot, sends it down in the corner. LeBlanc, the other defensive partner of Tome. LeBlanc catches that rocket that was going to be all the way down the other end. Puts on a move, skates around one girl, sends it up towards Beal. Kept in the zone by Oim. Tip passes back over to, that's Horton. Back around the backside of the net now. Welch putting on the defensive pressure. Sends it over towards Horton. Horton fighting for it. Oim flies in there. Sends it up the boards to LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts on a couple of moves. Skates around the far side down in the corner. Centering pass. Shot on net. Save goalie. Looking for a deflection. I think she was going for that off the back of the goalie type thing. But goalie was able to cover it up. Freeze the puck. With 4:19 left in the game. Dump rope on the faceoff now. Hogstead out there with McKenna Westfall. Defensive pair, Isla Johnson and Turl. Dump rope skating with it at the blue line, getting harassed by the defense. Pushes the girl down. Pushes the puck down into the corner now. Wayzata has it back behind the net, but Hogstead made her stop, reverse pass behind the net. Now Hogstead tried to do the same thing, hit it off the back of the goalie, but the goalie was in the right spot, pushed it off. Now Wayzata has it. Wayzata skating in now, loads up, fires in a shot, save, pushed off by Delaney. Now to the near side corner. Turtle fighting for it. Girl swatted it over towards Delaney. Shot save, Delaney point blank. Shot save, another shot, covered up. And dump rope pushing that girl out of there after Isla pushed her out too. So good job by Delaney saving those ones at point blank. Slap shot is what got her. Took the shutout out of the boat on the other end. Saved this one. Face off is dump rope now. One by dump rope, back to Isla. Blades of Glory Johnson to dump rope. Dump rope skating down in the corner of death where I can't see what's going on. People hitting the ice, bodies hitting the floor, referee's hands staying in pockets. Puck loose out front now, picked up by Turl. Turl skating around far side. Skating strong side, left side, poke checked away up over towards the boards, sent out of the zone. Now McKenna tried to keep it in through her stick. Johnson with it now, sends it cross ice to Hogstead. Hogstead catches it, backing up, dumps it down as she had three girls converging on her very quickly. 3 minutes left in the game. Tipped up now by Wayzata. Sent cross ice now to Lila Wheels Welch. Gets it poke checked away at center ice. 5 has it, loads up, fires in a shot. Deflected by Turl. Down in the corner now is Johnson. Johnson and that would be Rodemaker down there. Coming out of the scrum is Johnson. Johnson's got a full head of steam now, skating off the near side. Pushed off into the boards. Lost an edge. Sent out to center ice. LeBlanc picks it up in stride. Loads up. Put in a shot, but deflected off the stick of the defender. LeBlanc sends it into the skates of the referee, who keeps it in the zone. Now back to LeBlanc at the blue line corner. LeBlanc tries to fire one down off the shin guards of one of the Wayzata girls. It's sent down now. Deflected by LeBlanc, who just dumps it in the zone to kill it. I think probably maybe a heads-up play there by LeBlanc as she lost an edge and saw the on-rushing attacker coming to take the puck and knew she wasn't going to be able to help out much from there, so she just dumped it down into the zone for in offsides. And that's my speculation. No idea if that's actually what happened or if that is even a smart hockey play, but to me it seems smart. Killed the play. It's like a smart foul in defense or in basketball. When you know they're going to get a layup, you might as well make them earn it by fouling the heck out of them and making them shoot free throws. Shot saved Delaney. Puck loose out front. Poked out by LeBlanc. That girl's going to do another point-blank shot, but LeBlanc said not this time. Welch getting bodied up against the board, sent down deep into the zone. 1:40 left in the game. Beal flying over there, yard sale, lost her glove, got back up, sent cross ice now to Wayzata. Wayzata skating it across center ice, poke checked away by LeBlanc. Not very many people can skate past LeBlanc without her getting that stick out there and taking that puck away. Now she's skating at center ice, strong side, left side for her, skates around two girls, put in a shot over the top of the net. I think it got deflected off the stick of one of the defenders, centering pass, broken up now by Wayzata, coming the other direction. 17, bangs off the boards, tries to do the bang it off your board yourself thing, but Tome was like, nah. She saw it coming and knew she wasn't going to get to the puck, so she pushed her up against the boards, pinned her there. Shot by Hogstead, save, goalie rolls out, grabs it with her stick side glove. She dropped her stick and grabbed it with her blocker. Christmas. Look at how happy she is, just laughing. That's great. Dreaming of a White Christmas. Turl loads up, fires a shot, covered up by the goalie. 50 seconds left. I was playing this song last night. We had the fire pit rolling with the hockey rink. First couple skates of the season forever. Loads up, fires a shot. Johnson, stick save goalie. Built a yard rink, so hopefully it holds up for the rest of the year. Give Delaney a little extra practice as I fire pucks at her. Of course, there'll be 100-mile-an-hour ones coming off of my stick. I've never played hockey, so fighting for it back behind the net. 26 seconds left in the game. Taking off the boards now is Turl. Turl has it skating up far side. Pushes it over across the side. Now back poke checks it over to Oim. Oim waits for the zone to clear. Enters the zone on the near side corner. Shot missed wide left. Up to Westfall. Westfall passes it back to Turl. Turl back to Westfall. Westfall fanned on it, trying to get it to Oim out front. 5 seconds left in the game. Centering pass. I was going to say that would have been a nice icing on the cake one, but we'll take it. That's the game. Brainerd Little Falls wins 5-1 over Wayzata. And they will be going tonight at 5:45, undefeated in this game or in this tournament so far, versus Monomedi and Roseville Monomedi, and they are Roseville Monomedi is 1-0, and they play directly following this game, and then they play us directly following that one. Unofficial final. Shots on goal for Wayzata 16. 24 for us. Team 24. So not a lot of shots on goal for us that period, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we even scored a goal that period, but that's okay because we held tight to the 5-1 victory. Built an early lead and just didn't look back. Again, goals by Brainerd Little Falls. First one went in from Ellie, assisted by Aaliyah. The next two in a row were Aaliyah. Tome had an assist on that second one by Aaliyah. Then McKenna cleaned up the trash out front, put one in. Ellie Hogstead with the assist on that, and Allie. Then Aaliyah finished off the fifth goal with a assist from Turl. Scarlet Red Turl. Good job, ladies, my mother says. Great game, says Rick. It was good. Hopefully we can keep it up and get a W tonight and end up in the championship game tomorrow. Said it's a for sure just a one game tomorrow, regardless of how you play. It just depends on what game you're gonna be playing in, whether it be first, third, or fifth place game. The ladies now getting a picture with the, I think, a VFW guy probably, it looks like, wanting a picture of the ladies. As Delaney gets into the usual goalie laid out, relaxing position. Got one of the VFW guys in the picture with him. So nice job, ladies. We'll catch you back here at 5:45, and there still is. I guess I haven't double checked with him, but there still might be rumors of the original board banger himself, Kaisan Intivankum, joining if he's done with work, and he has nothing better to do with his Saturday night. But if he does, I don't blame him. So tune in to see. Just a cliffhanger for you, whether Kaisan will be here or whether he won't be here. So a 5-1 victory for the ladies over Wayzata as we're 2-0 entering the third game of the tournament. In a couple hours, check back. Thanks for watching. Watch for deer.